Hi travelers, this is going to be your Leo Sun, Moon, and Rising video for August 2025. Please check back to your Moon and Rising sign if the reading doesn't resonate as a Leo Sun. And you can always go to my website, HiddenLotusTarot.com, there on the screen, and purchase a reading. I have several packages, and my turnaround time is 24 to 72 hours. So let's get into the reading. Wait, I didn't introduce you. I'm using the Radiant White deck, the La Veda Sibila for clarification should we need, and we'll be wrapping the reading up with the Psychic Oracle Tarot. So let's get started. I've already done some meditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph. I'm hoping that my camera will act right today. I've been having problems with it. Let's put another rifle on this card. This will be a 9-card spread. Cut the deck. Here we go. The Queen of Coins. I know I said it's a Leo reading, but even a Leo can embrace the energies of the Queen of Coins. The Ace of Wands. The Eight of Wands. The King of Coins. Usually when I get to a king and queen of the same suit, that means that you are either married to him or you are his partner. You usually show up as the same sign. Okay. The Emperor. And maybe not. I'm getting the feeling that it's not about that. The Seven of Pentacles. Last row. The Two of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. What is over the whole reading, the energy, is the Knight of Wands. So what do I have? I only have one major arcana card in the center, which is the Emperor. That's our spiritual lesson. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pentacles. So this is either about finances or the doing of something. I have one sword, which will represent your thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, ideas, and communication. I have 2 wands in the spread proper. And wands represent basically your motivation, your determination, your desire. It sometimes relates to work, career. And right in the center, let me see, I have 2 aces. I have 2 aces. So right in the center, we have the Emperor. The Emperor is about logic and reason. And if you think about it, an Emperor is way more than a king. A king has a lot, but an Emperor has more. So an Emperor can be like your boss. He can be a mentor. He can be a philanthropist, a coach. His role is to build things and make them solid. Okay? By reason and logic. He didn't become the emperor because he is a tyrant to everyone, and he didn't become an emperor because he was a pushover. So you have to have reason and logic and balance. That's what the 4 stands for. 4s actually stand for solid foundation, but 2 and 2 is a 4. It's balance. So sometimes the emperor can be someone you can go get advice from. He's going to be willing to share what he knows. He has lots of projects going on. He owns a lot of things. He's known in the community. His reputation is somewhat good, if not stellar. It's an older male, or can be like a father figure, or someone that you can just go ask advice from. But when he's in his most negative, it's his way or the highway. Okay? Cards are read past, present, future. Past, present, future with the interplay of the cards. At the top, I have the Queen of Coins. She is usually earth sign female, but can be anybody who works in the world of finance, of money. She can be a banker, an accountant, a financial advisor, someone who owns a lot of property. Usually she may work with an NGO, so she works for non-governmental organizations or charities. She's really kind and loving, very level-headed. And on the back side of her, we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is an ace. And it says that there might be some exciting opportunities coming to you. It can be anything, news. It can be anything that excites you and gets you motivated to do whatever you're gonna do. On the back side of the Ace of Wands, it's an 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. And the 8 is the energy of Mercury and Sagittarius. I think he's in Sagittarius. Well, no, he's in Leo. And right now he's going backwards, retrograde. But the 8 of Wands stands for, firstly, things happening quite quickly. It says that you should hang on, because once the energy has started, it's going to go very fast. All you can do is hang on. It's also an 8. An 8 represents karmic numbers, represent usually money. I see a lot of money here. It sometimes is related to travel by air in connection with business, but it's also about known as the arrows of love. So this could be any kind of message coming in, where either from a lover or potential lover, or just something that some kind of news is going to come in. Let me say it like that. Second row, we have the King of Coins. Earth sign male, either a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. He is also related to money and property. So the same professions that the Queen has. He can be a money manager, a banker, a loan officer, a cashier, any place where large amounts of money are going through his hands. He also has sometimes good financial advice to give. On the on the backside of the Emperor is the 7 of Coins, and the 7 of Coins is a 7. They always tell you, 7s tell you to wait before you step out into a new venture or project. And if you look here, the character has 6 coins on a bush. So this tells me that you're going to be offered something, because you have a 7th pinnacle at your feet. But you have to decide, can you handle the 7th pinnacle? Can you afford to put in the sweat equity, the energy, the time, emotionally? So it's called waiting for the harvest to come in. And sometimes when this card shows up, it says that you have been working and working, but you have not received your just due yet. The card counsels you to wait, because things are going to change. You will be offered something new. And But you have to think about it first, right? I have 2 4s. I have 2, I just noticed that. 2 court cards, 2 4s, 2 aces. So this is in some way about a relationship, because it's a bunch of implied 2s, and 2s always represent, like the 2 of swords, a crossroads, a decision, an opposition, you being opposed within yourself about something, or someone actively opposing you. But a decision has to be made. And the 2 of swords says you feel as though you don't have enough information to make a decision. But not making a decision is a decision. Okay? You don't always have to make a decision right away, but ultimately you are going to have to make a decision. I think this is some kind of either a merger, a partnership, or new business coming. Maybe you sell your business. I don't know. But you have to think about it. And the thinking comes, it's attached to both the Queen and the King by row. I think the Queen is a little more worried about it than the King is, even though the King sits at the, over the 2 of swords. Placement is always very important. She is looking to the past, so is the 7 of Pentacles. But here, this figure is blindfolded. It says that to trust your intuition. That's why the water is real ripply in the background. It's a big decision. And it says that where emotions are concerned, you have a little bit of anxiety, worry, and fear. Maybe mixed messages coming in. And says also that you will receive a message which will give you some kind of confusion. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles. You have an opportunity to do something new here with both the aces, but the Ace of Pentacles could mean new financial opportunities or financial horizons. Really, it means the opportunity to do something new, take a new path. Okay? But then we come to the 4 of Pentacles. And the 4 of Pentacles is about conservation. It says that you may be in a situation where you have to save everything. Your money, your emotions, your time, your physical body. You want to be on a stable foundation. And so it's asking you to wait and not expend any of your resources. And resources can be anything, not just money. Okay? I think something is going to change. I see it here in the spread, but I don't know what. But sometimes if the 4 of Pentacles comes up, it can be about someone being stingy, being miserly, not wanting to share what they have, either their body, their emotions, their love, their time, anything. So this is telling you to conserve what you have for whatever reason. Now, I have the 2 aces here, which always represent either a commitment or an engagement or proposal. I don't know if you guys are married or not. It feels like you are with each other, or at least a partnership. That's what the 2 aces stand for. The 2 4s, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to get my book because I can't remember. 2 4s say you're being, I think, overly cautious about everything. Let me see. No, 2 4s tell of a safe, secure time period. Another thing about the Ace of Wands, it says that you should explore every opportunity because you don't know where new opportunities are going to come from. So accept any kind of social, personal, business opportunities, meetings or invitations, because you never know where opportunity is going to come from. So I think that there's some travel here. Maybe you meet with this Emperor person, but something that he says or something about his, I don't know, his attitude or his presence makes you a little skeptical. And I say that I have lots of messages coming in here, 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 and here. And here over the whole reading is the Knight of Wands. This is like somebody coming back. They come back fast. And Knights always only represent situations moving. Remember I said that once the energy starts, you got to hold on because it's going to come in fast. So this is about, usually when the Mercury is in retrograde, I usually see the Knight of Wands returning. And what he does while he returns, it's maybe a message from before, someone trying to get you to do something. But I always say be careful, because once Mercury retrograde ends, the person can renege on whatever they said before. So this looks like the return of some kind of situation or some kind of thing, some kind of opportunity. And this card, I think, is the most important because it's anchoring the whole spread. It's on the last card on the past column, and the first card out on the future row. So I will look at these cards and tell you what other messages that are contained in the spread. I can't look at the King and Queen because they basically represent people. So what do I have? In the order they fell, the Ace of Wands, tells me nothing, and two aces often tell of a wedding or a proposal or engagement or commitment of some sort. The Eight of Wands doesn't tell me anything. The Seven of Pentacles and the timing of this is from 12th of May to 22 May. So maybe this implies that the deal was in the works during the time and something fell off, and now it's coming back. Seven of Pentacles. Next to the Emperor is a message not to be overly concerned if you meet disapproval from your partner or loved ones. Do not allow it to bother you too much. That's what this is. I don't think, I think you guys are in disagreement about something. The Two of Swords. It doesn't tell me anything, but it says it may be foretelling of unsettling communications. The message is to compromise, to have open and honest communication, and do not allow prior grievances and bitterness to influence the communication. Once a compromise has been reached, you should feel a sense of achievement, have been open-minded and considerate of others. It says show restraint and caution against making rash decisions that you will regret later. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles. Tells me nothing. Finally, the Four of Pentacles. Next to the Seven of Pentacles is a message to proceed with your goals and plans as success is around you and take advantage of the prosperous time. I don't know. I'm going to take a look at this. You feel like you're being rational and logical. He feels like he's being rational and logical. But something is making it where you feel upset that because you don't agree about something. So I'm going to take, because he sits between the two aces. So I'm going to look at the Emperor. I don't normally look at, my cards are so old. I don't normally look at a major arcana cards, but in this case, I don't know if it's a house by. The reason I'm saying that is because there's a house on the hill back there. And there's a house on a hill back there. See it? Maybe this is some issue of property. The Morte. That's a feeling, that's cosmic scissors. It says that someone has said something or done something they can never take back. And it's a Rubicon that they cross. And it implies that there will be, the thing has come to an end, but it implies that there are new conditions to be had. Message. Remember what I said about a message coming in? Here, 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 and here. Message. Usually within 24 to 72 hours. That's a fast energy. And last card. The Queen of Pentacles. I don't know if this is a divorce or settlement. She is the Queen of Pentacles. It's a respect for a married woman. It's the name of the card, but he doesn't necessarily have to be married. She is a nurturer. She's caring. She's kind. All the things that I described up here about the characteristics of the Queen. So I don't know what this is about. On the surface, it doesn't look like anything bad, but something obviously happened with the first card, the Morte coming out. Something came to an end, but you're gonna receive news about it in the next either 24 hours or 72 days or 7 days. I may post these early because I think this message needs to get out instead of waiting, making you wait till August 1st. 2 cards came out. The Ace of Wands, passion ignited, and the Seven of Cups, choose wisely. I'd say you're going to have a big decision here. Passion ignited. This is the first of the spirit cards, and it signifies that it's time to let your soul roar. New beginnings, ideas, revelations, and exciting adventures await you in your personal or business life. Creative endeavors, enthusiasm, positive energy, and a renewed spiritual strength are at an all-time high. The powerful force of spirit is flowing through you, and with it comes a new sense of purpose. Be all that you can be. Reach inside and tap into that force. Use it to move forward and set up a strong foundation for the future. Other people may feel your excitement and joy and begin to benefit from the spark of life that's emanating from you. They'll wonder, what's your secret? And your energy could even ignite their own spiritual journey. Follow your intuition. But know that this is your time to spread your wings and fly. The Seven of Cups. Choose wisely. This card comes forth when you have a vision or goal that you want to achieve. It said that with the Two of Swords against, I think was the Seven of Pentacles. Don't be upset if someone that that loves you or is close does not share in your vision. I said that. The Seven of Pentacles by the Emperor. This card comes forth when you have a vision or goal that you want to achieve, but too many choices. Scattered energies and unrealistic expectations prevent you from attaining what you desire. Opportunities are bountiful, but there is a decision that must be made at this time. This card will remind you that the options now around you may appear to have all the influence and power, but in reality, you're in control and responsible for all the choices that you make. Take time to think, analyze, and carefully look at the different possibilities that are in front of you. Don't be hasty just because you feel pressured. And don't be influenced by people who have no idea, expertise, or education in the area of your choices. A focused, wise decision far outweighs one made emotionally or in desperation. And that's what I have for you, Leo. That's quite an interesting reading. So good luck, and I'll see you next time.